All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Barnum 11970, and I thank you for watching this video. I'm going to say right off the bat, I understand that people are going to be weary of things like this because they were never told about this. The programming is to keep you away from anything that can actually take money away from their pockets. So all I ask is for a second to shut off your normalcy bias. Listen to this video and what I have to say. Research it, then make your determination. Because if you automatically dismiss something before you even look into it, then you are still following their programming, and it's making it very easy for them to control you without having to do a thing. So with that being said, sun gazing is something I do every day that I can. I've been doing it for almost a year now. Now, to give you a little background about my health, some of you know and some of you don't because you might be new here. I've had asthma and bronchial. Let's try that again. See, I don't edit my videos. I've had asthma problems and bronchial problems all of my life. I've almost died from walking pneumonia 5 times in my life. Had fevers up to 106. Not fun, let me tell you. There has not been a year in my life where I haven't been sick at least once or twice. Going from a heated house in the wintertime, going straight outside would automatically trigger my lungs to almost completely shut down. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. Sun gazing, I know, sounds strange. I know it's something you've probably never heard of before. But as we can see, I really think people are ready to really start listening to this and formulating an opinion and not just automatically dismissing something because it sounds odd, because that's what they programmed you to be like. Don't think for yourself. Don't look into things. Don't question what we tell you. Just believe what we say no matter what. And we could see things like Sandy Hook, 9/11, Boston Marathon, fertilizer plant, so on and so forth. How many times it could be dangerous to just listen to what these authorities try and program us to believe. So with that being said, before I talk about sun gazing and how to its benefits, I'm going to explain how to do it, because if you do not do this properly, you can damage your eyes. Because it is accurate when you've been told that if you stare at the sun, you'll go blind. Now, I say accurate because it's not 100% true. There are 2 times each day where looking directly at the sun is not only medically beneficial, but will not damage your eyes at all, because there will not be the harmful UV ray lights at those particular times. So please pay attention to this. The only 2 safe times in a day where it is perfectly fine to look directly at the sun and gain its benefits is the first hour of sunrise and the last hour of sunset, the lowest points in the horizon, because with that lowest point in the horizon, due to the angle, the ozone layer refracts any harmful UV rays. Now, as you can see, and I'll put on a light, I have not even a sunburn on my face, nor does it even look tan. I have been sun gazing almost a year now. Now, the way it goes is you start out at 10 seconds, and that's it. You don't wear glasses, you don't look near the sun, you look directly into the sun at either sunrise or sunset. What I recommend is you start at the sun's lowest point, either when it's first rising or when it's just about to set, because you have to get used to it. 10 seconds is all you need. And then each day you go, you add an additional 10 seconds. Now, the ultimate place to do this, and I know this isn't something that everybody can do because of their region of where they live, the ultimate place to be sun gazing is on a beach where there's sand, where there's dirt, and you want to be barefoot because you want to be able to almost like it's like completing a circuit. So it's not mandatory. It's not like if you don't do it, that's, going to defeat the purpose. But if you want to do something right, you want to do it the best way possible. So barefoot on the sand or dirt is the best way to go. You want to stay off concrete, wood, even grass, because if you know anything about Oriental medicines and the reflexology, which I am a professional at, I am a licensed massage therapist, the feet do absorb. Believe it or not, or research it and find out. So barefoot in the sand or dirt is the best way to be. Again, 10 seconds, sunrise or sunset only. Every day, you add another 10 seconds. And what you will start to find is your vision actually improves. Your health actually improves. I am up to currently, as of today, because it's beautiful and clear out, so I'm hoping it stays that way, I will be up to 24 minutes and 50 seconds staring nonstop at the sun. As you can see, I am not blind, because I'll show you. See, here's a cup, which has water in it, by the way. So you can see I'm not blind. It doesn't damage your eyes like they say. If you look at the sun in the middle of the day, then yes, you will damage your eyes, because it's all about the ultraviolet rays. They are not present in the first and last hour of sunrise and sunset. Once you get to the 15-minute mark, it basically wipes away any vision problems. Once you get to the 30-minute mark, it cures all of your diseases and illnesses. Once you get to the 45-minute mark, it actually spiritually charges your body full of energy. Now, I understand that people think this is crazy, because that's what you're programmed to believe. Because, number one, it's a natural cure, so you don't have to spend your life on medications, operations, doctor visits, spending thousands of dollars to have them only treat you and not cure you, because their job in the pharmaceutical industry is not to cure you. It's to make you dependent on these medicines so you can spend the whole rest of your life spending money to make them wealthy. Last time I checked, looking up at the sun is free. Now, if you don't think there are benefits from the sun, then let me ask people, what is the magical power of a solar panel? Is it some magic? Is it some voodoo? Is it some superstition? No. It is a solar panel, is nothing more than mirrors that attract the sun's light and converts it into energy, which is used as power. Now, people have to understand that we are, like I said in my video last night, we are light beings. We are made primarily of electricity. Everything that we touch, say, hear, feel, etc., is all nothing more than an electrical impulse that is sent to your brain, where it registers it and sends it back for a sensation of whatever you're doing at the time, whether it's a smell, whether it's a taste, what have you. So, for example, when you're looking at something, you're not actually seeing it here. It's registering to the back part of your brain through an electrical impulse where it shows the picture back there. It's in your head. So you have to understand, there's a reason why, for example, our body is made up of primarily of water. Well, water is a very natural transference of electricity. Think about that. So you're an electrical being in water, which is, and the word I was actually saying is the best natural conductor of energy. Allows electricity to flow. That's why we have a nervous system. It's all about electrical impulses. So the sun's energy is nothing more than direct fueling. It's like a car going to a gas pump, and bringing it directly into your eyes brings in the electrical nerve, through the electrical nerves of the optical nerve, into the brain, feeding it energy. I hope people at least research this, because let me tell you what has happened. Now, remember in the beginning of this video I talked about how I've been sick almost at least once a year, how I've almost died 5 times in my life from walking pneumonia or bronchitis. Since I have been sungazing, and it'll be a year in mid-May, I don't have the exact date, I have not been sick once. I have gone to the beach sungazing in the wintertime, walking through the sand, and did not have an asthma attack for the first time in my life. I could have never done that before. You don't eat as much. You don't need as much food. You have more energy. your spirit starts changing for the better. You become more positive. You don't need as much sleep. You feel like you have like several cups of coffee in your head, where you have that energy and that excitement, but not like that down crash of a chemical. And this is all natural. And you have to look at it this way. Plants would not survive without the sun. The planet could not survive without the sun. And for people, for example, that are vegetarians, you're basically eating the sun's energy, only secondhand, because flowers and plants, they absorb the nutrients and energy from the sun, and you're eating those plants. So, for example, if you eat beef cattle, you're eating an animal that's eating a plant that's getting its energy from the sun. So this is getting it directly from the source. And that's why we've been taught to fear the sun, to stay away from it, wear sunscreen, wear eyeglasses, sunglasses. But they don't want to tell you that there are safe times that are not only safe but beneficial. And the way they do it is to make it seem scary. And you know how easily, like I've said in how many videos, fear equals control. Well, if they make you scared of the sun and you don't research it, well, you're never going to learn the benefits of it. I mean, prime example, you ever have a week, 2 weeks where there's nothing but rain? You ever notice people are always depressed? And when the sun comes out, everybody's more happy? Well, there's a reason for that. It's the benefits of the vitamins and all the nutrients that come from our sun that gives life to this planet. And I want people to at least research it, look up at it, go on YouTube and see some of the people that actually do it. I have a video. If you scroll back to my beginning of this channel, you will see a video where for about 7 minutes at the time, it was over about a year ago, no, about 7 months ago, 6 months ago, where I was up to about 7 minutes at the time, and I filmed me looking at it for 7 minutes. So I would not preach something I don't do. And I've been hearing people month after month, oh, you're going to damage your eyes, oh, you're going to hurt yourself, oh, you're crazy. Well, I'm going to be up to 25 minutes real soon. I have no problem with my eyesight. My eyesight has improved. And as a matter of fact, about a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, I had to renew my driver's license. Well, when they make you take that eye exam, I remember when they said to me, just read the top chart. And I was kidding around with the lady behind the counter. I said, well, if you want, I'll back up another 10 feet and I'll read the bottom line for you. And I told them about the sun gazing. And of course, your normalcy bias kicks in. Because why? Because that's how you were trained to be. Why do you think, for example, they talk about the Egyptians worshiping the sun like it was a god? Well, because if you do that, then it becomes a taboo, something you don't talk about and something you won't research, because you'll think, well, if they worship the sun and I try and do that, well, maybe they'll think I'm a devil worshiper or something. They didn't worship the sun. They just knew its properties and what it could do. But if you silence the truth, people will never know. So some of you may be ready for this. Some may not. I'm not here to convince people of what to do with your life. All I'm asking you to do is listen to this, not from your normalcy bias, not from how you've been programmed to react to things that could help you, but to stop and think about it, research it, get all the information you can, and then draw your conclusion from there. I already have subscribers that have started sun gazing, and I already had one of my subscribers tell me they no longer need their glasses. So I want all the people that have started sun gazing to give their comment about their experience. I'm doing this until the deadline of 45 minutes. Once you get to 45 minutes, you don't have to do it ever again. You've actually fully charged your battery. And I don't want to miss a day. I love it. And yeah, it could be a little, sometimes almost they seem from people saying, well, it could be boring. Well, you know what? You're in a meditative state of mind. I go to the beach. I listen to the ocean waves. You just feel that breeze. It puts you in an amazingly peaceful state of mind to be in nature. And that's the thing they're trying to separate us from. So, with that being said, before this video somehow cuts off, I want to thank you guys for watching. Formulate your own opinions, guys. Don't just let your normalcy bias control what you do and don't do based on a bunch of criminals out there telling you what to be afraid of. Just remember, guys, at one point, they convinced the world for centuries that the earth was flat. They didn't want you to explore. They want you to stay right where they can control you. You want to be controlled? Dismiss this without researching it. You want to be a free thinker? Look into it and formulate your opinion then. To all of you who watched this video until the end, I want you to say that I love the sun. This way I'll know who actually watched it. And then formulate your opinion, guys. Thanks for watching. I'm off to go sun gaze in a little while. It's 11:30, and about 6:30 I will be at the beach enjoying my fulfillment of nature's energy. Thank you very much for watching. Peace.